Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Gaiman, and I'd like to talk to you today about some symbols that we're going to be using along the way. As you see here, I have some place value blocks, and I'm sure that you're probably very familiar with them. And the little squares are worth 1, and if I trade those in, they are equivalent, if I have 10 of them, to a strip of 10 here. And then of course I can trade in 10 of these and create a whole block which is worth 100. And just because as we go on in our math we don't want to spend a lot of time drawing pictures, I want to talk to you about the fact that we're going to have, instead of drawing a block, we're going to draw a dot for a block, and we're going to call it a single, and we know that it's going to have a value of 1. And instead of drawing a big block of 10, we're just going to draw one line. But we know that that is worth 10, and we're going to call it a strip. And then, of course, instead of drawing a big block of 100, we're just going to draw a square. And we'll know that that square is worth 100. And as we're drawing in our math, we are going to have a couple of rules. When we're drawing strips, we're going to keep in mind that, just like tallies, every time we get to the 5th one, we're just going to cross it over. And also, when we're drawing singles, we're going to keep the rule that we're going to build towers of 5s when we're drawing singles, because it's going to be a lot easier for us to count by 5s. So keep this in mind as we get into more rigorous math, that we will use a dot for singles worth 1, and we'll always build them in towers of 5. We're going to use just a simple line for a strip of 10, that's our value here, and we're going to use the rule that will, like tallies, every time we have 5, we'll cross that 5th one over, and then of course a square is going to have the value of 100, and we know that this is going to save us a lot of time if we can all use these symbols.